Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk, everybody. The most unbiased opinion in sports. Thank you for joining me on the channel today, guys. By the way, I know I missed last week's game predictions. I'll put that in the description so you guys can see who I picked from last week, because I'm going to keep track about all the teams and all the game picks that I had. I didn't post a video last week, but I am going to put the results in the description down below so you guys will know who I picked. And no, all my picks are not winners. I did lose some, so that will be in the description down below. Also, the injury report, because I'm not going to do it in the video because I don't want this video to be too long, but the injury report will be in the description down below from CBS.com. I always use those guys. They have the over and under, the plus and minus. I don't gamble. I just let you guys know the game picks, just so have fun and actually tell you guys who's going to win or lose according to my opinion. But all that stuff is on there. The injury report on CBS. I will link that down below in the description. So first we have the Lions at Philadelphia, and in this game I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles because the Eagles are at home. Carson Wentz, I know the offense is kind of banged up a little bit. Defense players are kind of banged up, but I'm still going with Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia really needs this win, especially going up against another NFC team, which can later go down the line and affect the playoffs. So I think that the Philadelphia Eagles will win this game. I still believe in Carson Wentz. Detroit Lions were good. They struggled week 1. They were good in week 2. Let's see what happens in week 3. But for me, I am going with the Philadelphia Eagles in this matchup. Next, we have the Jets and the Patriots. I'm going with the Patriots in this game. The Patriots defense has been amazing so far this season. Obviously, everybody knows the big news that they no longer have Antonio Brown, but I don't think it's going to affect them all that much. I do think that they were going to come out guns blazing to show that we didn't need him. He was good to be here. I respect Antonio Brown's game, so I'm not throwing any shade at nobody, but I feel like Bill Belichick will prove that, like, hey, we still can get this job done even though we did cut somebody who has his talent. So I am going with the Patriots in this game. The Jets, to me, will fall to 0-3 because they don't have Sam Darnold due to an illness, so he's not going to be playing. I'm going with the Patriots. Raiders at the Vikings. I'm going with the Vikings at home with a good defense. Kirk Cousins needs to play well. I know he came out and said that if he continues to play poorly, that he will not be a Minnesota Viking anymore, which that's not true because you have another guaranteed year, $28 million on the books for next year, so you will be there next year. However, if he doesn't play well after probably next year, they're going to say, hey, listen, we were going to have to go in a different direction. He's probably not going to get another contract or a big contract in NFL because we just realized, hey, this guy's just he's just a guy who could just keep your team there, go to the playoffs, whatever, but never winning the big one. Kirk Cousins needs something to prove in this game. The Raiders, to me, they're not good enough to be able to stop the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going with the Vikings in this matchup. Probably one of the biggest games of the week. Not probably, but arguably the biggest game of the week is the Ravens at the Chiefs. I'm going with the Ravens in this game. I know the Chiefs are at home. It's hard to play in the Chiefs' kingdom, but I'm taking the Ravens. Lamar Jackson on the road. He's proven that he's a better passer than what people originally thought he was. The Ravens have a good defense. The Chiefs do not have a good defense. Frank Clark, that's on their defense, still hasn't had a sack yet this season, which is very, very troubling. I'm going with the Ravens on the road. That should be one of the biggest upsets of the week, but I'll get to that in a moment. My next upset, actually. Next, we have the Falcons at the Colts. I'm going with the Falcons. The Falcons have an overall better team. If the Colts beat them, I know the Colts are at home, but if the Falcons lose this game to the Colts and the Colts are at home, I know they're at home, but if the Falcons lose, it's time to be concerned. And the reason why I say it's time to be concerned, because you should not be losing to an Indianapolis team that their quarterback retired. Yes, Jacoby Brissett is good. I'm not taking anything away from him, but he's a decent quarterback who will come in and win games for you. But he's not a transcending quarterback that should just shred up the Atlanta Falcons. I think the Atlanta Falcons will win this game. Nobody's going to be able to cover Julio. And if the Falcons do lose this game, there is cause for concern. Broncos at the Packers. I'm going with the Packers in this game. I just don't think the Broncos offense is there. To me, the Broncos need to continue to run Philip Lindsay. He's your running back. Royce Freeman is not your starting running back. It's Philip Lindsay, and they need to keep it that way. This guy was undrafted and rushed for 1,000 yards in his first year and went to a Pro Bowl, which is an amazing thing. Do not take that away from that young kid. Philip Lindsay is your bell horse running back. bell cow running back in the backfield. He's your guy. But in this game, the Packers defense has gotten better. The Packers are an overall better team. I'm going with the Packers in this matchup. The Broncos, sadly, may fall to 0-3. Dolphins at the Cowboys. As you guys know, I support Josh Rosen. I do say I'm unbiased because I am unbiased when it comes to picking games and different things like that and giving you guys information. However, in this game, I feel like they're starting him for a reason. Like I said, this team is depleted. The Miami Dolphins have been absolutely garbage for the past 2 weeks and probably ending since last season. I'm picking the Dolphins to win this game. This is the biggest upset probably of the year, I would say. But for some reason, strange reason, I believe in Josh Rosen is going to get it done against the Dallas Cowboys. So Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins, I am going with the Miami Dolphins in this matchup as the huge upset of the week. Next, we have the Bengals at the Bills. I'm going with the Bills. They have a great defense. I think Josh Allen is really coming along. I think the Cincinnati Bengals, they're definitely in a rebuild. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills, and their home opener is going to be crazy. They are 2-0. I know they beat the Jets and the Giants, but that is a great way to start for this Buffalo Bills team. That is shocking many. I knew they had a good defense, but I know the offense is going to perform this well. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now we're going to go to the Giants at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Daniel Jones is starting. Eli Manning is benched. Eli Manning's overall record, 116-116. Even record, I may say, but the Daniel Jones era in New York has begun. And with that being said, I am taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because I just don't believe that Daniel Jones has enough weapons to get it done. I am picking Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have Mike Evans. The Giants defense is terrible. Like I said in the week, remember guys, in week 1 or start of week 2 actually, with the Carolina Panthers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, everybody thought the Panthers were going to win. And I came on here and I said the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to win because Jameis Winston should be able to throw through that secondary. Now, I didn't think he's not going to be able to throw that much, and I didn't think it was going to be a game like that. I thought Jameis Winston, he did perform well, but I think he could have performed even better. But against this Giants defense, he's going to have a field day on this Giants defense. The Giants don't have a defense whatsoever. I think in this game, Jameis Winston and Mike Evans hook up for about 100, probably 150 something yards. Mike Evans probably going to catch 4. I believe in Jameis Winston. I think that he has lots to prove this year, and he's with Bruce Arians. So in this matchup, Jameis Winston and Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to beat the New York Giants. Daniel Jones can have a good game. Saquon Barkley is going to have a good game, but just in total and overall, Tampa Bay is going to get this game. Panthers at the Cardinals. I'm going with the Cardinals in this game. The Panthers are 0-2. The Cardinals are 0-1-1. I think Kyler Murray in Arizona against the Carolina Panthers defense secondary that's not really that good. That I said in week 2 on Thursday Night Football in my game pick that Jameis Winston should be able to throw over. I think that Kyler Murray should be able to throw all over them as well. So I'm going with the Cardinals, even though both teams are not looking so hot. Cam Newton is not playing in this game. I'm going with the Arizona Cardinals based on Kyler Murray's ability to be able to throw the football, especially with that secondary unit, because for the Carolina Panthers, the secondary is not really that good. Just like Jameis Winston beat you guys, I think Kyler Murray is going to beat the Carolina Panthers. We have the Steelers at the 49ers, and to me, this game, I know the 49ers are at home. They're 2-0. The Steelers are 0-2. And this matchup, I'm going with the Steelers. I think they're going to get their first victory of the season. I know they're basically 0-1 at home and on the road. But for me in this matchup, Mason Rudolph, to me, I believe in Mason Rudolph. I think he's the truth. I know I should have made a video a long time. And actually, I'm going to make a video on Mason Rudolph and why I believe in him and why I think that he will be the Pittsburgh Steelers starting quarterback for the future and from now on, unless Big Ben comes back. But for me, Mason Rudolph is the future in Pittsburgh, and I believe in him. I think, like I said, he's the same size as Big Ben, not in weight-wise, but height-wise. He's about the same size. I know they say he doesn't have big hands, but for me, I think with James Conner, Juju Smith-Schuster still trying to get adjusted to being a number 1 receiver, and hopefully Dante Moncrief stops dropping passes. But other than that, I'm going with Mason Rudolph. Joe Staley, the left tackle for the 49ers, is out. Like I said, the injury report will be in the description down below. But in this game, I am picking the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Saints at the Seahawks. The Seahawks, like I've been telling you guys, they don't lose at home. So in this game, I'm going with the Seahawks. The Saints are 1-1. The Seahawks are 2-0. and the Seahawks have won 6 straight home games. I think they extend that streak to 7 home wins in a row. Seattle is dangerous at home, and their defense is getting better, and I still think that Seattle is a good team with Russell Wilson at the helm. Drew Brees, obviously you guys should know. If you guys don't know, he is out for 6 weeks. I'm going with Seattle. Seattle should not win this game handily. It should not be a blowout, but Seattle will get the job done. Texans at the Chargers. I believe that the Texans, both teams are 1-1 coming into the game. I believe the Texans will get this victory because the Chargers' offensive line is not really that good, even though Texans' offensive line is not that good either. But for me, and Derwin James is still out, the Texans have a pretty good defense. J.J. Watt needs to be able to get some tackles down, get some sacks on get a sack on Phillip Rivers, or multiple sacks, shall I say. But for me, the Texans will win this game. It's not going to be a huge blowout, and the way the Chargers play, and obviously they don't have a home stadium, they're playing in a soccer stadium, that might be the away game for them. It seems like all their home games are away games, but in this matchup, the Texans and the Chargers, I'm going with the Texans. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers won, but I am going with the Texans. Then we have the Sunday Night Football matchup between the Rams and the Browns. I'm going with the Browns at home. They have to make it up from what they did in that embarrassing home opener loss to the Tennessee Titans. And if you guys go back to my week 1 picks, I did pick the Tennessee Titans to win that game. I knew they're going to win because of that defense. Now, the Rams defense, I don't think it's as good as last year when they went to the Super Bowl, but I think it's still a relatively decent defense. And I also want to say about the Rams is that their offensive line is kind of banged up, even though the Cleveland Browns is banged up a lot too. In this game, Cleveland, they're 1-1. The Rams are 2-1. To me, the Rams are 2-0. The Rams will fall to 2-1, and Cleveland will go up 2-1, and they will win on Sunday Night Football as long as the offensive line protects Baker Mayfield in this matchup. Both offensive lines are kind of looking damaged right now, and they're not good. I think 3 offensive linemen for the Rams are probably going to be out for this game, so look out for that and an injury report in the description down below. Thank you for joining me on the channel today, guys. Please put a like on the video. That would be greatly appreciated. Turn on your post notifications. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be back with more videos. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace.